I really hope you're not one of those guys who, as soon as they finish their set in the gym, they just instantly whip out their phone and just like scroll on TikTok mindlessly for like 10 minutes. Because 1, it's really antisocial. 2, you won't be focusing on your set properly. And 3, you're just annoying because people are trying to go on the machine, right? So please do not be that guy. Because the gym is the time to be social. Like, when you finish school, like, school's dead boring, right? School's dead boring. And once you finished it, all I wanted to do, at least, was go to the gym. So if you're just going to sort of sit there and just, like, scroll on your phone, you might as well be at home. At least for me, at this point, there was loads of my mates in the gym, right? And we could talk and have a laugh, and it's just like being outside, going to like the park or something, but you're actually doing something very productive for your growth, for example, you know, like you're doing the gym, so you're actually building muscle. So even though the park and stuff is good, or like playing video games, like that's not productive, right? This is an actual productive thing. However, you can still have a ton of fun. Whereas if you're just on your phone the whole time, that's not going to be the case. And trust me, you feel like completely mindless. And I know sometimes, when, that picture on my days, I know when sometimes I get my phone out in the gym and I'm like, why am I even on this? You know, you're scrolling on like the weather app. Like I remember my mate, he was scrolling on the weather app once, or like, you know, he was passing by the different apps, like the different pages of apps, and I could see him literally just like going past on different apps, like, you know, opening, I don't know, the Notes app or something, and it's like, mate, just talk to me. Like, I'm guilty of it, and you're probably guilty of it too. And please don't try and have this persona of just like, oh yeah, I'm on my grind, bro, you know, Patrick Bateman, or we've got to be all like, you know, focused, we're going to be locked in and everything like that, because you're not. Let's be honest. You're not. You just don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone and go and talk to that guy over there in the corner who's just like dead jacked or something. You don't want to ask for a spot or anything. You're like, oh no, I'm totally locked in, because that's just cope. Trust me, like I know it's just cope. Because when you actually have people with you and you're like having a laugh and stuff and they're motivating you, you're going to have a better gym session anyway. Like, you're actually going to perform better anyway, right? Like, compared to the time where you're just like, you know, like locked in, you got the headphones on and everything, and you got like your hood up or whatever, and you don't want to talk to anyone. You've got this sort of like, you know, like, I'm not even in this real world. I'm just focusing on me, bro. Focus on me, king, that kind of thing. It's just cringe. And you're not going to get as many reps or as much, you're not going to output as much effort as if your mate's there literally giving you like a back slap before your bench press like this, and he's going, come on, you know, and you get going. This is a PR, I can't remember, this was ages ago, it was like 85 or something, right, on bench, and he was like screaming, yeah, come on, up. He wasn't there, but before he was, and I got it, right? And then he congratulated me after. It's like, oh, sick, mate, that was awesome. Whereas if I would have done that on my own, I wouldn't have been able to go for a bench PR, because I wouldn't have anyone to spot me, because I wouldn't have asked one of these lads. I wouldn't have, well, he was my mate, but I wouldn't have him to spot me, so I wouldn't have gone for it, and then I wouldn't have been motivated to do it anyway, even if I did go for it, right? So just talking to people is so much more fun than just being on your phone mindlessly. Even it, like, I fall into this sometimes when there's like not people I know, like there isn't anyone there who I know, you know, like there's none of my mates there or anything. I think, oh yeah, just perfect time to go on my phone. I'll just scroll for a bit because I don't know anyone, you know. Well, why don't you just go and talk to them? So I've actually been trying to do this. Like when I go into the gym, I put my phone down, I put it in my bag or something. I only track like my lifts, and then instantly put it away. And even if I'm just sort of sitting there and it's a bit awkward, so be it. At least you're like real, rather than just. It annoys me when people just sit on their phone all day in the gym, and it's like, you can do that at home, you know what I mean? So your actionable step for this video is actually try and not take your phone to the gym. Just for a day, for one singular session. You can do this for a single session, right? Don't lie. You can just put it in your bag. Even if you put it in your bag and you put your bag in like the locker or something, you don't need it for like an hour, right? Nothing's going to happen. You're not that important, trust me, right? So don't take your phone into the gym. Just take your water bottle or whatever, and just, that's it. You don't need it. You literally don't need it. And just try. I did this a few times in high school, and the difference was amazing. And even one of my mates, I was bringing my phone down, and he said, what have you got that for? You know, because he was doing the same thing as me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's true. What am I doing it for? So I went and put it back, and we just talked the whole time. It was way better. Right, so your actionable step for this video is to not take your phone into the gym just for one session and see how you perform in your mental health, right, while you're there. And also how you perform actually in the gym on your lifts and everything. And then if you want to add your phone back in, please just track your lifts. Don't actually, you know, just stop Stop just lying to yourself saying, oh yeah, I need it for this because someone might text me, or, you know, I need to know this or whatever. Like, you don't. You just need to focus on your session, and you'll be able to have a better session if you're actually focused on it, rather than just like what's like in like the latest TikTok news or something. I don't know. And if you're finding it difficult to implement these actionable steps, then I've got a community of like-minded guys who will actually push you and motivate you to do these things. For example, if there's no one in the gym to, like, none of your mates go to the gym or anything, you have this place where people are actually motivating you, and they're giving you tips like these, for example. And if you want access to that and loads more that you can read here, then the first link in the description is the link to my community, so go and click that and check it out if you're interested. I will see you later. Good night.